Hi, hola amigos. Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about uh, a tradition in Guatemala during the week before Easter. They make these, I don't know, they call them alfombras, which mean carpets, and they make them out of sawdust. Sawdust is what's left over when you're sawing wood. It's like the dust. So, like when you sharpen your pencil, you know how your pencil sharpener fills up and you have to empty it out. That's sort of like a sawdust. So it's like this, whatever is left over after you get done sawing wood, cutting wood. And okay, so I'm going to turn on the video. So first thing they do is they draw a picture of what they want the design to look like, and then so you should see that person is drawing by hand, and then they take a knife and they use thick cardboard and they cut out the design. So because they're going to make it, that's going to be the pattern. So they're going to fill the holes with the sawdust, the different colored sawdust. So they do that all by hand till they have the pattern, and then that's the sawdust. See, they shake it and hold on, we'll pause it. They shake it and then they sift it so it gets really fine. It gets all the big chunks out of it, and then they put in dye, and so the color the sawdust. So they don't want it. They want it to be different colors. So right now they're putting in blue dye to make the sawdust blue. So, and then they mix it all up. They do that with all the different colors they need. See, right, blue, isn't that pretty blue? And then the next step is they keep, mixing it up and make sure to break up all the, big pieces. And then they spread it out on the sidewalk. See, they're spreading out the sawdust and they're going to make it into a big carpet, they call it. And it's on the road and they're flattening it out. They make it nice and smooth and flat. And see, they put the template. Remember the patterns? Remember we talked about how they made the patterns? Well, those are the patterns, and then they put the different colors in there by hand. They kind of sprinkle it in and pat it down, and they have to be really careful because they want the lines to be really crisp and clean. They don't want it to be smeared. So see, they sprinkle it in very carefully by hand. See, there's some orange. Really carefully, and they use that piece of wood right there to push it down and smooth it out. But they have to be really careful, really careful. And then they lift it up super, super carefully. And see, underneath is a beautiful hummingbird. Isn't that beautiful? It's all made out of sawdust. See? Really super careful because they don't want to sprinkle it and mess it up. And they do that. There's a flower. And they see, and they make this, and then they make the border right there, and they're sprinkling it, and then they flatten it down. And so it looks like a really smooth carpet. There it is, all, pretty much all done. And what happens on the week before Easter, they have these parades. And so they make them in the middle of the street where the parade's going to be. And then people walk on them. The parade walks through them and it messes them all up. But see, they're walking right there. They're walking on it and it messes it all up. So, but that's just one of their traditions. Like that's how they celebrate Easter. They make those beautiful carpets for those parades to walk on. Yep. So, I hope you enjoyed that video. I miss you.